Hello everybody, welcome to Stampers Club. I'm Karen Trelfa, and today I'm going to share with you a fancy fold card. It's a diamond fold, so it's kind of like a little bit of a pop-up, and it'll pop up when you fold it. We'll show you how we're going to do that, and we're going to be using the all-new Color and Contour stamp set that was just released here in May of 2021. So we're going to be doing some simple stamping, but a fun technique card. So let me show you what we got going on here. So again, we're going to be using the Color and Contour stamp set and the Scalloped Contours embossing or frame dies. This is available as a bundle currently in the catalog, so you get a nice little 10% savings. Certainly you can contact me if you'd like to order this. I'd be happy to help you out. Text or email works, or a comment below in the video, and I'd be happy to reach out back to you. Okay, so let's get started with what we're going to do here. So I only have a couple of pieces of paper. This is the die cut that we're going to be using out of the contour dies. And then I just have a piece of Whisper White that will just layer into that for us. And then I have this cute little tag that came out of the ornate frames. This is a nice little lovely little tag that we get to use here. And then this piece of cardstock, which is 4 by 10. So it's 4 inches by 10 inches. And I'm going to show you how to score it so that we can get that fancy little fold. Let me grab my scoring board here. Okay, so first off, we're going to score lengthwise at 2 inches. Okay, and then we're going to flip it 90 degrees, and we're going to score at 2 inches and at 8 inches. So this is 2 and 8. Okay, now I'm going to do some markings in between here. So I'm going to, at 4 inches, I'm going to put a little mark here, and I'll flip that around. And then at 6, and then over here in the middle, I want it at 3 and 7, and I'm just kind of marking it on the line that's the score line that's going horizontal here. I'm going to flip this one over so I can get this side again at 4 and 6. Okay, so I'm going to go over that again. So we're scoring at 2 inches and 8 inches. We're marking it at both sides at 4 inches, top and bottom, and at 6 inches, top and bottom. And then 3 inches in the middle and 7 inches in the middle. Okay? Get my ruler here. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect these little marks that we did from here to here. So we're going to connect that on an angle. And we'll do the same thing to that bottom marking that we did. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And one more. Okay, so we have, let's see if I can get this to show up a little bit better here for you. So we have 2 inches all the way down, 6 inches all the way down. We've marked it at 4 inches here and 6 inches here. And then in the center, we marked it at 3 inches and 7 inches. And then we scored at those angles to connect those. And this one here too, okay? So now we're going to fold this in half this way. We're going to get the 2 sides scored down, okay? And I'm going to just come into the middle, and I'm going to kind of break that score line a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side and this side. Okay, so what's going to happen when it folds? Isn't that cool? So it's going to look like this. Again, this is your piece. When these are folded up, whoops, this is going to come up in the center. And it's going to fold down. Okay. Get those score lines nice and tight there so it doesn't run away with us. Okay, so let's do some decorating. First off, I'm going to grab 2 pieces of the mercury acetate. These are in the current mini catalog. So you get 2 sheets right here. You get 2 sheets of Highland Heather and 2 sheets of Rococo Rose, and it's a mercury glass acetate. This does have like a protective film on it, so we kind of got to get that off of there. It's like a little plastic. Get that off of there. Just for shipping, just stops it from getting scratched up in shipping. Okay, get some tape on there. And we're just going to put one on each side here and here. Just to kind of dress it up a little bit. Okay. Now let's get our piece of Whisper white paper and some Memento black ink. I'll use regular black here too because I'm just going to do some double stamping. Okay. I'm going to stamp right down on that paper. And I'm going to use some Highland or a Fresh Freezy. This is Fresh Freezy cardstock I use too. This is a 2-step stamp, so it's super easy to stamp in this one. Let's see if I can get over the top and not get my head in the camera. And we're just going to stamp down. It's like a watercolor almost image. It's got some highs and lows. It's not like super filled in, which I kind of like. And then there's not a stamp in this set that fills in the leaves, but I wanted to add a little extra color. So I'm just going to add this additional outline leaf here with some of the new soft succulent ink. These are both new in colors this year, newly released. So we're going to add just a little bit of color for the leaves there. Okay. Then on our greeting, I'm going to use a stamp that says "You Did It" that came out of Best Year, which is just a bunch of verses. I wanted something smaller than what was in the contour set, so I grabbed a different verse. And we're going to put "You Did It." We have a couple graduations this year, so these would be a good graduation card, I think. All right, so let's get some tape on here. And all I did was measure the inside of where that etching is so that I could get the right size here for this Whisper White. There is a matching die that would cut this out, or if you wanted to layer it and give it a little bit more pizzazz, you can certainly do that. Okay, so I'm going to open this up because I want to have this in here, and I'm going to flip it backwards so that I have the right spot because I'm going to need to put this on dimensionals. But of course, I want my dimensionals not to be above the fold. So I have this lined up right here on this crease on both sides here so that I can position my dimensionals into the right spot. Once I flip this over, it will make more sense, hopefully. Wow, that one's being fussy. There we go. So we're going to put the dimensionals. I'm just going to go just inside of those score lines so that it will clear. I'm going to go up a little bit higher. Okay. And then see, I got it so that my dimensionals on the back, whoops, my dimensionals don't show on the back by lining it up the way I did. Okay. And then this, You Did It. Let's get that on a dimensional. A couple of them actually. This is like a super quick stamping. I wanted to show you more of the the technique of the fold. All right. Okay. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of the pearls. Let me find my scissors here. I think I'll use these ones. These pretty purple ones. Maybe I'll use the pink ones. No, I'll use the purple ones. And I just want to add a pearl here. There we go. Just something fun. And voila. So it sits. I know it's hard to see when it's on the camera, but it sits up like that. So it'll look like this when it's sitting. But it also, to put it in a card, you just put it in a card like this, and it'll fit right in an envelope this way. Oops, I'm sorry. Got to put it in an envelope this way. Okay, and I had this down just far enough so that it would also not interfere with that. So this is size so that when you get it right down in this little crease right here, it'll still fit in the envelope for you. Isn't that fun? So I hope you enjoyed what we did here today, and that if you have any questions, feel free to call me, email me, text me, however you want if you have a little difficulty, and I can maybe help walk you through that. Or, of course, feel free to put some comments below. I'm always happy to hear some comments. If you'd like to see more cards like this, let me know, and stay tuned for more. Have a great day.